Hello, everybody, and welcome back to One More Day. Now, this very week that we are in right now, is the week of Toby's birthday. His birthday is on the 23rd of February. We just had some awesome parties with family over the weekend. So, we thought for Toby's 2-year birthday, I almost said anniversary, but that's not right.
There's a spider on the wall.
That is the size of a crumb.
It's still a spider.
That is Gerald, my friend.
Whatever.
Addie's a spider hater. This is why we can't go see Spider-Man movies, because every time Spider-Man shows up on screen, she just goes, "Eek, it's a spider!"
No,
and then we
I
get kicked
don't.
out. It's hard. It's hard life.
No, I don't. And Connor doesn't go to movies. What are you talking about?
That's true. Because I'm too busy being in the movies, because I'm awesome. Anyways, Addie, what do you want to say about Toby and him being 2? Should we go back to the beginning?
Oh, dear. Sure.
Okay. You found out before I did, so we'll let you start.
Pretty sure it was on Father's Day.
It was.
We lived at your grandpa's, and I kind of been taking pregnancy tests here and there. But the one, like 2 days before that, was actually negative. Then I took another one.
The day before that.
Oh, it was pretty it was not that far beforehand, but it was negative. But I took another one, anyways, and it was positive. Connor was on the phone with his dad, and I didn't have the patience to do one of those reveal things for their dad, for your husband or whatever. So I was just like, "You gotta get off the phone. You gotta get off the phone." And he's like, "I'm talking to my dad," and I'm like, "You gotta get off the phone." So he eventually gets off the phone, and I tell him. And it was a dollar store pregnancy test. So immediately we go out and get a more expensive one.
We got the high quality ones. The ones from Walmart.
Just because, the dollar store ones are not bad. They're just, I was going to go get, whether it was 2 more dollar store ones or, we were going to go get more.
Yeah.
But, there's that. And then all of my appointments, the first time we saw him, I was very sick.
You are fast forwarding through a lot of this.
When I was pregnant.
That was fun.
I was working at a job for a loan company, and I was, I actually really enjoyed it, but it got to the point where I was just in the bathroom most of the day, and Connor had to come get me twice to take me to the ER because I couldn't even drive because I was just so sick. So I had to quit my job. And then I was just stuck at home, which, I don't think made things much better, but I couldn't focus on, working. I couldn't do a job efficiently, so I couldn't be working. So there wasn't really...
You didn't get up from the bed or the couch for...
Yeah, I was... one time, my Nana and my aunt came to visit me, and they were like, "Addie, you look like you're dead. That's how sick you were."
Okay, I just need to say, before they came,
I
had
know,
told
but,
you time
you
after
see
time,
me every
and
day,
I
and
tried
I'm
to
like,
get you
"Oh,
out.
it's fine." They, okay... So they came, and they're
okay.
like, "We're going to take you to lunch." And I'm like, maybe it'll be good for me to get out and try to go eat something. But then they came, and they're like, "You are not okay." And I was kind of just like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine." And it wasn't that, they're the ones that changed my mind. It was they weren't going to leave unless they took me to the hospital. It wasn't, really my choice. But I did need to go. It wasn't...
No.
Yeah.
I just don't want to seem like I was a bad husband, because I tried.
No, he
tried to
did.
get her
It's
to go
just
multiple
my
times.
Nana and my aunt are also very persuasive. They're
Strong-willed.
Yeah, strong-willed. They weren't gonna leave without getting me to the hospital. And Connor had to go to work. There wasn't really any other option there.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, he's not going to just force me to do stuff, which is not bad that they forced me to do it. It was something that needed to be done. Okay, moving on. I was really sick. I was in the ER once or twice a week getting fluids. And I think about 6 months into the pregnancy, I started feeling better. And I was able to go out and I was able to eat things decently. I was also lactose intolerant while I was pregnant. That was miserable because I love myself some ice cream and milkshakes. Craved them all the time, but couldn't eat them because they made me even more sick.
You didn't really have a lot of weird cravings when you were pregnant.
Not weird, no. Yes, I did. I could get high off of smelling the orange Ajax.
Yeah.
It was specifically orange Ajax. I could just sit with the bottle right in front of me and just smell it for hours.
She would. She wanted to take it to the hospital.
Whenever I would do dishes, and I'm like, yep, I'll do dishes because then I get to smell the soup.
And she would just smell it, and like I'd have to take it away because I'm like, you're gonna like give the baby super cancer or something.
That was my weird. It wasn't even like, it's like not actually a like food craving, but that's the only like super weird thing I did while I was pregnant. Everything else was just like, I craved grapes.
You
I
were
craved
low-key
Chinese.
like upset that like we wouldn't take it to the hospital when you were about to give birth. I said, no, you're not taking soap.
I had joked about it. I don't think I ever got actually upset.
It was one of those jokes. It's like, yeah. Why would I take that?
Whatever. He remembers it differently than I do, apparently.
You were the one on drugs, so I feel like my memories.
Whatever. Either way.
And then I actually have a video of when we first heard his heartbeat and when we first found out he was a boy.
Mm-hmm. And how
dramatic he was in the room.
Yeah. And our gender reveal. He's dramatic now. What are you talking about? Yeah. But time went on. We actually ended up moving before I gave birth just because, I mean, we would have been fine at Connor's grandpa's, but it was just, thought it would be better if we had our own place and
didn't want to keep grandpa up with it.
Yeah. So we moved out, went and got our own apartment. It was just a 1-bedroom, just because, I mean, he was going to share our bedroom anyways.
He shares our bedroom now. He shares our bed now. But we still have his crib up. And
yeah.
Like, why do we even have this?
Yeah.
Sleep in it.
But it was kind of nice because, like, right when I got to, like, the nesting phase is when we moved. So I got to just, like, move in our house. And it, like, it was just, like, perfect. Because I could just baby-proof and do all my nesting, like, while I moved in the house. So it was pretty convenient.
I think it's, like, one of the coolest and, like, just craziest that's just, like, a female just, what's the word? I think instinct.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool.
I mean, it's just like a bird. Like, they build the nest because they're getting ready for...
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's cool.
Yeah. It's like, this isn't ready for a baby.
Men really just have, like, 3 base instincts, like, happy, horny, hungry, and that's... just saying, we don't have any cool ones.
But, as it got close to his due date...
Dad reflexes, actually.
Yeah, father instincts.
You get some crazy dad reflexes.
But, his due date was 2/20/20. Fortunately, he didn't come that day.
Or the next day. Or the next day.
His due date came, and I had no signs of labor. I, like, hardly ever even got Braxton Hicks while I was pregnant. So, we scheduled a day for induction, and they were like, well, you might have to wait till after the weekend because it's the weekend. I don't know if we'll be able to get you in. They did. At 10 o'clock at night, they called us. No, I think it was 9, because then we went...
It wasn't even 9.
I think it was 8. I feel like 8 o'clock
was... 7, because I still had a couple hours of work left.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. Because then we came home, got everything packed. We actually went to In-N-Out because I wasn't going to be able to eat until Tobi was born. And I had a meal, and then I was like, I'm going to go get another full meal. I ate 2 fries and 2 hamburgers before I went in to give birth.
Sounds good.
And I was really worried about the whole, like, poop thing. But luckily that wasn't a problem.
I saw I saw a TikTok of the lady that she's like, the moment I knew I had pooped while giving birth, and it just showed like her making like surprised eyes over like each of her family members' faces. I'll have to show you.
Yeah,
It was funny.
I get what you're kind of going at. But I was in labor for 25 hours. I don't know if you would actually call it labor. I didn't actually, so I think it was for the first, I think the first 12 hours, they had induced me, and I was, like, getting cramps here and there, but like,
you weren't making any progress.
I was, like, getting nowhere above, like, 3 centimeters. They were like, hey, this isn't working, so they tried to manually break my water, and, like, it didn't work, like, just, like, nothing came out, and they were like, okay, let you go a little bit longer, and they're like, okay, this isn't working, so then they tried to just, like, kind of manually, like, actually, like, not just with drugs, but, like, actually manually try to induce something, and that's when things started getting,
like a balloon.
yeah, that's when things started getting really intense. Like, all of a sudden, I had 7-centimeter contractions. Like, going from nothing to 7-centimeter contractions was, like maybe if I had been building up to it from, like, right when, like, I first started labor, it wouldn't have been as bad, but it was all of a sudden just, bam, really, like, it was just really intense all of a sudden, like, just like that. And I was like, I immediately was just like, get me that epidural right now. Like, because up till that point, I was like, I don't hurt. I'm fine. I guess I can take pain. But then they did that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was not really in labor before. Like, that, yeah. I was not doing anything. Come to find out, after all the pushing and everything, Tobi was a plug. And that is why I hadn't gone into labor, I wasn't dilating, and my water didn't break. He was like...
That's why he has such a big head.
He has a big head. And he was a plug. So when he was born, there was a little bit of an explosion.
There was a lot of explosion. I wasn't going to bring that up, but it got like all over my pants and my shoes, and I ended up throwing both away.
But we can move on from the birth and, that nasty stuff. But
so that was fun.
Yeah.
I actually still have a picture of you holding him when he first came out, and a picture of you watching him sleep that night, because it was like early.
Oh, he was born at 1:23 a.m., I'm pretty sure. I was in labor. We went in at 11 the day before. Like, I guess it was technically 2 days before, because it was like 25 to 26 hours.
And Addie just watched me play Assassin's Creed.
Until they gave me the epidural. Because before then, I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I was kind of in pain, but I was like also excited, and I could not sleep. So then once they gave me the epidural at like...
Well, it was scary.
I don't know, maybe 7 or 5 to 8-ish. I don't remember.
And you were just like screaming and crying out something. They gave you the epidural, and you just slumped over, and I was like, oh my gosh, they killed her. And I honestly had the thought of like, is that what's supposed to happen? Because that did not look correct.
But I was like so tired after they gave me the epidural. I could not stay awake. Like, I was pushing and couldn't stay awake. I was falling asleep between pushes. So Connor was like shaking me, and he's like, come on. I remember like falling asleep.
I remember I had to like push your leg back. I saw his like head, and I was like, oh, this is like a big purple poop.
Oh my gosh.
You can even ask your mom, my mom. I was freaking out. I was like, yeah, it's so weird. I don't like it. Oh, but that thing like where it came from, so help me. Yeah, it was intense. Well, and after Addie being in quote unquote labor for like 24 hours, I was like, okay, I need to go get some water. I need to go walk outside. So there was a Smith's right in front of the hospital. The birthing ward is on the top floor of the hospital, because why wouldn't it be on the first floor? That's silly. So I get down on the bottom floor after like no progress at all. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to run to Smith's, get some water. I make it to the front door, and Addie's little brother comes and screams over the balcony, she's pushing! And I was like, what? There was no progress. So then I had to like run back up, and I'm like,
The
what?
thing is I didn't know you had left because I was sleeping. Like, I was so tired. And then
why I
all of a
wasn't
sudden I
worried
was
about
like, where's Connor? Gosh.
I wasn't worried about it.
Okay, let's move on. Broom. All that, though. I mean, I don't want to go into, like, every detail of his life.
So we took him home.
Yeah, he had his blessing. If he was born in February, he had his blessing in March, I think. No, I think it was
Actually, either
May.
April or May, yeah.
I think it was May.
'Cause
May 3rd.
So
I remember scrapbooking
I
the
took
page.
2 weeks off of work once he was born. I came back for a couple days, and they sent us home to work from home for like the next 2 weeks. I never went back. I'm still working from home. Which
just
I really
because, like, Toby was born, and then 2 weeks later, like, when Connor went back to work, the whole world shut down. So, I mean, it was kind of good for having a newborn
awesome.
baby because
it was hard.
kept him away from things,
being in the
but
one-bedroom apartment because we didn't have a great place to like go have him do naps or
yeah,
play.
especially because Connor had to work from home. When he was littler, it was okay because I could keep him out into the living room and we could be quiet. But like the last month that we lived there, he started being vocal and wanting to play, and so it was hard because I just had to spend the whole time in the bedroom.
I felt so.
Actually, it wasn't even a month. It was maybe 2 weeks. Like, we were packing. Like, we were...
Yeah.
He started to get really vocal and stuff. But then we moved here, and we love it here.
Yeah, we got 2 bedrooms.
But... So, Toby was
One
born in
bedroom.
Ogden and had his first 10 months of his life there. And then he's been in Pocatello the rest of the time. Both of his birthdays have been celebrated here.
Yeah, he didn't roll over for a really long time.
Oh,
he never
yeah,
actually crawled. He just scooted on his butt.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of a big thing. So he has hypotonia. And we think one of the reasons is because his head is so big and it was compressed for so long in the birth canal.
That's what Addie thinks. I think it's just because he's got a big head. And
Well,
it's
that's
hard
just
to
that's one of the reasons it can happen. But, you know, I don't know. We don't know. So he doesn't have as much tone in his muscles as a normal person should. And that does not mean that he's not strong. It means that when he's relaxed, like leaning on a counter with his elbow, his arm won't support as much weight as a normal person. Like, it's when you're not thinking about using your muscles is when he has the problem. So sitting and walking and crawling and rolling over, things that are kind of just like you just do, that's not, you don't think about a whole lot. It's not exerting your muscles, like exercise and running and weights, is when he has a little bit of problems. And that's why he's a little bit behind. That's why he didn't eat very much very much. He didn't eat anything at all ever except for breast milk until he was 15 months old. Over a year. He didn't eat anything.
I feel like when we were in Ogden, he was eating a little bit of actual food because he would come get potato chips from me and eat them.
Yeah,
and then for some reason when we moved here, he was just like, absolutely not.
It was every once in a while we could get him to eat tiny bit of something here and there. But like his smash cake on his first birthday, he wanted nothing to do with that. But, I mean, it's okay. He is eating tons now, and he's growing, and he's doing amazing. And he's in a bunch of therapies that are helping him a ton. And he is just thriving.
He's such a smart, kind-hearted kid.
Yeah. He's
Sometimes
smart.
he's just like, I will push you all. I will destroy everything.
Yeah. He can get crazy. But, I mean, any toddler does.
Yeah. But he loves cleaning and helping his mama.
Yeah, he does help me a lot.
He's going to be 2? Can you believe it? Your little boy's going to be 2?
I know, that's so crazy. He still feels so little.
Well, he is little. But do you think you'll ever want another child?
Yes, we've already talked about this.
But we haven't talked with them.
Oh, yeah, we want more kids.
Would you say it like that? I don't know if I want more kids.
Whatever.
How soon do you think? When do you want your next kid?
We've been trying.
They don't know this.
Oh.
So.
Well, we had said in a past one that I had a miscarriage, so...
Yeah, and some people give up after a miscarriage.
Oh, no, we're still trying.
So yeah,
there's that.
it's Tobi. Tobi's 2.
But
He still
he
wears
had-
like 18-month.
he's kind of in between the 18-month clothes and 2T. 2T's kind of big on him.
18 months is
But
kinda small.
18 months are a little too small,
But
so
sometimes
it's...
you'll find like 24-month clothes. There's,
Yeah,
perfect.
24 months perfect, but not a lot of places sell 24-month clothes. Yeah. And the difference is 2Ts are made for like more toddler-built kids. 24-month clothes are just made for bigger babies, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they're made just a little bit smaller. 24-month clothes have a lot more like of the onesies that snap underneath and stuff. They're made for actual like babies that are maybe just a little bit bigger. Mm-hmm. But Tobi's a toddler that's a little bit smaller, so the 24-month actually is what I prefer, but they don't actually make a whole lot of clothes. Once they get to 18 months, most people most people skip to 2T, which is fine. They're fine on him. Every kid is going to go through a phase where the next size up is going to be a little bit too big, but the size that they just got out of is too small, so they're going to be in clothes that are too big for a little bit. Yeah. But, but he had 2 parties this past weekend.
Yeah, that was so stressful. I'm glad it was over.
Today's wasn't as stressful just because I was in a location. I know, it was in a location that I was more comfortable with. But so the party that we had on Saturday was with Connor's side of the family and all of Tobi's cousins that are all like the same age as him. And we had actually booked out it's called My World Discovery Museum. And it's like a interactive like a museum for kids.
I don't know if they call it a museum. More like a kid like play place.
Yeah. It was just a bunch of learning things and a toddler area and a construction area and a place that you can like brush for bones and a wind tunnel and light room and
the light room
craft area. Well, yeah, the light room is technically where the party goes, so that's where we went. But we had pizza and cupcakes, and Tobi opened his presents, and the kids got to play for
2 hours.
About an hour and a half after the eating in the beginning and presents at the end.
I was nervous because I was like, I don't know if that'll be enough time. But when it came time, I could tell all the parents were like, okay, I'm ready. And I was like, that's fine. I'm ready too.
Yeah. When I go, so you have a 2-hour time limit, but I am only ever there for an hour at the most. Like, I get done, Tobi kind of starts getting crazy and throwing things, so we end up leaving after 45 minutes to an hour anyways. Sometimes I just go for like a half hour and then we go, because, I mean, it's just like something to kind of fill our time when we're doing errands before lunch. But it is such a cute place. Like, yeah, it is just so adorable. And the price is actually pretty awesome. It's $2 for kids, $5 for adults.
Well,
so
we got a year pass.
Yeah, we got a year pass, which
we go there a bunch.
I take Tobi as much as I can. Yeah. But I mean, the price for just general admission is,
I know, it's
still really cheap for what it is. And then in the mall, there's also like the mall playgrounds that they have, and they have an arcade, and then they have a bounce house place with just a ton of bounce houses in it.
And ball pits.
Yeah, and a ball pit. I haven't been there, but Connor has taken Tobi there. I think Tobi was maybe a little young for it at the time, but I think he still had a blast.
He did. He still had a lot of fun.
He
had a hard time getting around.
I was gonna say, he just doesn't have a whole lot of balance and stability. So
he still had a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then his party today, which we weren't actually going to have, but a bunch of my side of the family was asking, like, hey, are you going to do a party? We want to see Tobi and give him his presents. So we decided to do a second party. It was just super small. Like, we just had cake and ice cream and open presents and let all the kids play and adults mingle. But it was just all of my side of the family. And then one of Connor's friends, which I'm glad was able to make it.
Cool. I haven't seen him in a while.
But it was fun, and Tobi had a blast. I think he's gonna. Well, he already has a big head, but I think he's gonna also have like mentally a big head because he has been spoiled.
the last couple
Oh
days.
my gosh! And I'm not even like when I clean out the car tomorrow. I'm gonna bring things in and like put them up or bring them straight into the office and only let him play with one toy at a time because I know that if I bring them all out at once, he will go crazy and then he won't play with any of them because it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's too overwhelming. So, but he got a ton of books, which I'm super excited about because that kid freaking loves books
Which is
to
good.
death. Like he loves them so much. So, but
Then
was
his
fun.
actual birthday is Wednesday.
yeah, his birthday's this Wednesday. And you have it off, right?
I do.
So we have the full day. And I think that we're planning on going to an arcade place here in Pocatello that's got mini golf and like a little toddler bowling area. And then obviously arcade games.
Which Toby just loves to just sit and watch like the loading screens of the games. That's probably what we'll do.
We might buy like a couple dollars of coins if like there's ones that like move or whatever. But
I might have to have
we're
you
mostly
go on
going just to.
that jet pilot
Yeah.
because that would make me a little
They
sick.
usually have like a toddler playground, but closed for COVID. So, but then we'll have dinner there and then maybe go get some ice cream afterwards. I think we'll maybe do that after his nap so that,
Yeah.
it's kind of in the evening. In the morning, we'll just. I'd love to say we'd go play outside, but it's supposed to get really cold this week.
Yeah.
So,
Which is really
we'll probably just. Maybe I'll save some of his toys that he got today to play with on Wednesday. Maybe I'll save the grill set till Wednesday. He can grill with Daddy. That'd be awesome. He'd love that. He got the cutest, like, those, like, imaginary kitchens that they have? He got, like, a grill version. Like, it's a toy grill, like a wooden toy grill, like the play kitchens. And it is the cutest thing ever. He got, like, a homemade apron to go with it, too. And it has, like, kebabs on it.
And he got
So
some like
cute.
Star Wars learning books.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Me and my mom read some of them this morning because Toby just would not leave us alone with the books. They're hilarious. They're so funny and cute, and they like all rhyme. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
So cute.
And he loves his Spider-Man set too that has the electric piece that reads to him.
He's played a bunch with all of his stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like
he's
everything.
absolutely loved it.
We meant to go outside and play with him today, but we had to leave early in the morning, and then we didn't get back till later, and now it's going to be too cold, which I feel awful about. But as soon as it warms up, we're going to go outside and play with some
He got
balls
some
that he
balls.
got, and he got a bike from my sister. So,
Then
and he got
I
a
got some
four-wheeler
more
from my aunt and uncle,
5-minute
but that can be
stories.
played inside and outside. Yeah, he got more books that have the cutest stories in
because
them.
he's got these like 5-minute stories.
And it has like
storybooks
10 stories in one book, so it's a
that
bigger
are
book.
actually 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They must like time them when they write it. Like, okay, do you think they had 5 minutes to write it or 5 minutes to read it?
5 minutes to read it, I'm pretty positive.
What if you read slow?
It's at an average speed of speaking.
Well, I consider myself above average.
Whatever. But another second surprise Toby gets for his birthday that he doesn't really know, but he's going to be excited about, and I know he's going to have fun, is we're going to Disneyland the week after his birthday. We're leaving, so his birthday's this Wednesday, and we're leaving technically Saturday. I'm just going to say we're leaving Saturday, because
We're
kinda-
like leaving from our house Saturday to get to our leaving point.
yeah, because we're leaving from Utah, so we're going to stay at Connor's parents' house Saturday night, and then we're leaving Utah to go to Mesquite to stay the night, to then the next day go to California, and then be there for our full vacation. But with having a 2-year-old and my dad being an amputee and having my 2 grandparents with us, my nan and papa, we thought a 12-hour drive in one day is a little too much. So we're doing 6 and 6-ish, plus and minus a little bit. and we're staying in Mesquite halfway. But I have been stockpiling probably more activities than he will ever need to keep him entertained in the car.
Maybe.
There's a lot of stuff in there. Like, I don't think you understand how much stuff I have. Even after all this, like, after the things he got from his birthday too, I think he has plenty of stuff. Even if I have to introduce something one time on the way there and then he doesn't get it again until on the way home after the vacation, he's got so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's also going to take naps in the days, and hopefully that'll take up 1 hour or more of the driving time as his naps, so. But we'll see.
He may sleep more while he's in the car.
It's true. Yeah, if we're still driving. But then we're also going to be stopping like halfway places to have lunch and stuff. Yeah. But we'll talk more about Disneyland when we get back, and we can.
Speaking of, we're going to have a 2-week break, so we will not have episodes next.
We wanted to try to pre-record, but with Toby's birthday and trying to plan for Disneyland, it's been. Gosh, and this next week is going to be even crazier because Toby's birthday, and then we've got to finish prepping and start packing for like 2 weeks of vacation, which is crazy, especially with a baby. So we're sorry that there'll be 2 weeks missing, but we'll come back with a big bang, tell you all the fun that Toby had, and got good ideas for you in the future, and possibly some guest speakers. You know who you are. Gotta get with us.
We gotta get with them.
Yeah. Well, we gotta get with each other and figure it out.
This is true. This is true. Also, there's this really cool YouTube channel out there. It's reaching its 3-year anniversary. You should definitely check that out. It's called Spooks Game.
Do it. I watched a video on it the other day that like made me so depressed.
But it was good.
It was a good video, but it was a little depressing.
It was super depressing, but it was good.
Yeah.
It's like a really sad Hallmark movie.
I feel like it was even worse. I guess it could have been made into a Hallmark movie.
But
it's like the saddest Hallmark movie ever.
Yeah.
Either way, it was a good game though.
So check out Spooks Game on the YouTube. New videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Starting in March, it'll be Monday through Friday. New videos.
Yeah.
But thank you guys all so much for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. And we hope these next 2 weeks are good to you.
Yeah. No, they're gonna be good to us.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I hope. I know that like planning the trip is always more stressful than the trip, so I'm hoping that that's kind of the case. But like, I know being an adult on a vacation is always super stressful, but my mom has done most of the planning, so I kind of just have to like go along and pay for what I need to here and there. So I'm hoping that it's not as stressful if we were to go alone. So
yeah.
We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 generations there.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. We can end the episode. I'm just really excited.
All right. We will see you guys all next time.
Bye.